Cris, are the Cowboys America's team?
Well, I'm starting to find something out because I used to do some work with him. Mm-hmm. He had his own show and everything.
Back at that old place.
But but he do a little lightweight producing. I see he brought that over here because I know the people in the control. I know this is not their topic. So this is what this is. I understand. Mr. Producer.
What did you
At the
say?
end of the show, y'all make sure y'all
Four
give me-
of the top 15?
It's just news.
Okay.
Just news.
Well, let me tell you about Witten, okay? At this point in his career, why are people buying his jerseys? Okay?
He plays for the Dallas Cowboys.
Absolutely. Dez Bryant established himself in the league, 7 years, right? Why are people still buying Dez Bryant jerseys? All right? Matter of fact, I would debate that the 88, it shouldn't even be nobody playing it after Mike Irvin played
Thank you.
it. But
I
that's,
agree
but
with
that's
that.
another thing.
Yep.
I mean, you go to Minnesota, you want number 80, you got to go up in the rafters and try to put it on. I told him I'll let you put it on for warm-ups. For the game time, it got to go back up. But I understand the kids. Dak, he should be.
Right.
Phenomenal. I mean, he could be the biggest story in the NFL thus far. And Zeke the Freak, coming from Ohio State, the top pick, a top 5 pick like that, I could see why would he be there. But as far as America's team is, so now it's based on purchasing power. Okay, because to me, there's 4 teams that set themselves apart from all the other organizations. That's the Green Bay Packers, publicly owned. The New England Patriots, because the way they do things and championships. The Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the largest followings ever. Like, those are the most popular teams. After that, the Denver Broncos. The Dallas Cowboys are in there. So from purchasing power, yeah, they're one of the most popular teams. But let's look at record. Okay? How can they be the favorite team of America? Now, they got a lot of purchasing power. They got a great fan base. Oh, I love that. They got a great following. But they following from 30 and 40 years ago. When I was a kid, Joe, I was a Dallas Cowboys fan. Okay?
There we go.
Really was.
Now we're getting
when
to
that,
the guts
When that
of it.
offensive line came out and they went up like this and the running back split, I said, they got
it.
me.
That's it.
I'm a wide receiver. That's fancy. I like that. The top hat. The opening in the building so God could watch the team play.
Thank you.
Man, they had me on that. But I've been watching them closely the last 20 years. And ain't
You ain't
way.
seen much.
No, because there's been a lot of football play where the Cowboys ain't playing. I'm talking about playoffs.
Yep.
Like when they giving out the trophies, I ain't seen the Cowboys. Now I'm a big fan of the triplets, all of them. Mike, Troy, Mike. Mike's one of my favorites all time. Emmett. But that's not this team.
Yeah.
Now, they got a great following, much respect to the Cowboys and their fans. And they've been waiting long enough. I'm so glad now that they can spend some of their well-earned money on their team, because I grew up the same way as a Cowboys fan, but that was 30 years ago.
I ain't never liked the Cowboys. I was a Steelers fan. And every time.
That's enough. That's all you need to say.
Every time the Steelers beat them, I loved it. I loved that. Like, get him, Mean Joe, knock Roger Staubach, knock him down. But you know what? As much as I hate to admit it, money and eyeballs say this is America's team.
Ooh.
Because since they last won
Now, you need to stop, man.
But look at this, CC.
You're a bad influence on him.
I am.
Okay.
I'm infiltrating his psyche.
How about this here? Since
Yep.
they last won the Super Bowl, the New England Patriots have gone to 7 and won 4. The Denver Broncos have gone to 4 and won 3. There are 22 teams that have more playoff wins than the Dallas Cowboys since they last won. So here they are.
Is there 32 teams in the league?
32.
Oh, okay.
So they're in that 10. They're in that 10, Skip. I ain't good. Remember, I told you. Once they got class timetables, me and Math, we fell out.
Only went to school to see the girls.
Yep.
So, Skip, this is what I don't understand, though. They're talking about America's team, but I thought America loved winners. We love winners. We love to be on top. When we go to the Olympics, we ain't cheering for the guy to get second, third. We're not cheering for him to get last. We cheering for him to get first. And all this money they spent on these jerseys, I'm trying to figure out the millennials, the 18 to 34, the last time. So if you take that age, the last time they won something, they were 14. So if you take the bottom metrics of that, they wasn't even born when they won anything. And they still buying these jerseys.
They have won 5 Super Bowls. They have. And they have played in 8. 5 out of 8.
Skip.
Dynasty in the 70s. Dynasty in the 90s. You were hooked. You admitted it.
Skip. Cris and I, CC and I made that abundantly clear. But the millennials, the majority of them don't even remember them with 5 Super Bowls, a dynasty.
So here's
It's kind of like, let's make America great again.
one of those.
Let's make the Cowboys great again.
Yeah, absolutely.
America
absolutely.
has always been great because the
Always.
Cowboys have always been America's
Well,
team.
America's been great for some, not.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
I know what I got you. But here's the point. This topic is killing both of you because you know it's true and you can't give in to it, but it's eating at you because, let me just give you a small sample size. We are here in Los Angeles, California, near Hollywood. And every morning I pull up to the gate here at the Fox lot about 3:45 or 3:50, and the guy who lets me in stops me for 3 or 4 minutes to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Then I come into the lobby, and invariably, the guard in the lobby stops me to talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Derek.
Yeah, you got it, because they're such big Cowboy fans. Then when I leave here, sometime around noontime, I have to set aside time because there's going to be a new security guard in the lobby who's going to stop me and ask me, how about them Cowboys? And when I leave here and go out the guard gate, the guy who opens the gate for me is a new guard. This is the 4th one I've encountered. He stops me to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. They are everywhere. The old network we used to work for, we would take our show on the road. You never went with us on the road. But every audience we had in whatever city we were in, from New York to San Francisco, would be dotted with blue jerseys. And afterward, I would meet and greet, and I would always ask the kids, the millennials, even sub-millennials, the teenagers, how did this happen? And you know what invariably I hear about it? I just saw those jerseys when I was a little kid, and I was hooked by the jersey. And I hark back to Tex Schramm, the architect, the guy who invented the Dallas Cowboys, once told me for a book that I was writing.